Hey guys, this is Lauren Productions, aka another 473, and I'm back in Dandelion, which is brought to you Jihae part 18, if I remember correctly. And right before I begin, I will say that I'm very sorry for yesterday. The last two parts, in my head, and what I see, I think they're pretty good. I think they're pretty good, and at least they were extremely fun to make, but some of you might be pissed off by me being extremely tired. Saying silly things, laughing at things that aren't funny, stuff like that. But anyways, I don't think I will do that today. I might, because it's incredibly early for my standards today. So yeah. Let's just begin, you know. What happened last was a conversation with Jihae. Sorry. Not that we needed that much. Jihae sighed deeply. His expression darkened. What's with him? He might give you a hard time. What? That was completely out of the blue. Jihae's going to give me a hard time? But Jihae is such a gentleman. He can only think about himself. Jihae only thinks about himself. Is he saying these things on purpose because he personally doesn't like Jihae? Of course, it's the same for all of us. What? I don't get it. What do you mean it's the same for all of you? I don't understand what Jihae is trying to say. And what does he mean that Jihae only thinks about himself? I have no idea why Jihae is saying such a thing. Jihae is one of the most considerate people that I know. You better be careful. Jihae wouldn't even close as you want me. What are you doing? We're not humans. Her eyes locked in Jihae's golden eyes sent chills down my spine. We're animals. Well, in my opinion, I'm sorry, you're something in between, because you look a lot more like humans right now than you look like animals, to be honest. But I like what you're saying. Wouldn't mind. Jihae turned into a beast. When Jihae reached his hand towards me, I quickly stood up from the chair. There was a silence between us. Jihae lowered his hand in disappointment. Hey, you don't trust me. I thought I was nice to you in my own way. In his own way. What does he mean? You know, you shouldn't trust anyone. If you want to end up with him, I do want to. It's better just not to trust anyone. We'll have the same basic mentality. Mentally? I don't know. What do you mean? I can't tell whether he's trying to help me, threaten me, or mislead me. I shouldn't trust anyone. What? Why did he say that? Does he know something about Jihae that I don't? I feel confused. I think the hero is here now. As soon as Jihae spoke, I could hear the front door being opened. I kinda wanna see Jihae become a bit jealous. And Jihae was back to his normal self. Well, what's that? Don't trust anyone. Why would Jihae say that? With such a scary face too. I could hear footsteps approaching the kitchen. My lady. Ah, Jihae. Thank goodness, Jihae is back. I secretly breathed out a sigh of relief. Jihae glanced over at Jihae and then looked at me. Oh shit. Stop doing that. Why? Jihae came closer. Why are you trembling? Oh shit. His voice was lower than usual, with a slight hint of anger. Haha, he's jealous. Why? What is he so angry about? Normally, I'd feel awkward in front of Jihae, but I was frozen in place. I've never seen Jihae like that. Oh shit, I skipped it. He said something like, I didn't do anything to the food, but it's true, he didn't do anything, but I feel like something freaky. I felt something freaky in Jisoo's eyes for a moment. What did you do to her? I told you, I didn't do anything. I knew I could never trust a cat. Think whatever you want. Jisoo glared at Jihae furiously. Let's see if you can act all innocent and noble when your dirty history is revealed to everyone. Dirty history? I looked at Jihae and saw he looked like he was in pain. Why are you in so much pain? I think the same for you. Nonsense. At least I'm not like you. I'm gonna ruin everything for you. Jisoo clenched his fist tightly. Jisoo's fist was shaking in anger. He looked like he was going to pound the table at any moment. I wanted to ask what they were talking about, but now it was not a good time. Interfering like this is a breach of a contract. Have you forgotten? There's that word again. Breach of the contract. What could that be? Damn it! What's the contract? I wanted to ask. What was it? It had Jisoo and Jihae glaring at each other furiously without a word. I had to stop them. I had a feeling at this rate they'll get into a serious fight. Stop fighting! I mustered up my courage and spoke in a small voice. I apologize. Damned rabbit pretending to be a gentleman again. It makes me sick. Jisoo's being rather harsh. It didn't seem like it'd get better anytime soon. I was scared and I wanted to leave the room. I knew that you were of lowly status, but watch your language in front of the lady. Lowly status? Why was Jihae talking like that? That's uncalled for. Jisoo's story. Jisoo too. Dirty history. Why would he say that? I can't stand to see you winning like this. I'm not gonna watch my language for anything. Winning the game doesn't depend on my will. What? I only wait to be selected. Cut the nonsense! Oh shit. Jisoo bellowed and grabbed Jihae by the collar. Oh no! Jisoo! I wanted to tell him to calm down, but I was trembling so much that no words came out of my mouth. I should stop them. But Jisoo is scaring me so much. Waiting to be selected? Are you kidding me? Since you decided to participate, shouldn't you at least make an effort to win? So you probably think I'm making a pathetic effort to win, huh? I've never seen Jisoo so angry and scary before. Jihae didn't even blink. He looked Jisoo straight in the eye with no expression in his face. If you don't want to win, then just stay away from far away. This game cannot be won by the participants' own will. That's absolute hogwash. I don't know what that is. We simply cannot accept the fact that we have no choice in the matter. We only wait to be chosen. That's right. There's nothing else I can do. So what? Why is Jisoo so desperate? For what? Why? What are you two talking about? Jisoo let go of Jihae's collar. Jihae put back his hat on and straightened all his clothes. It was everything he'd normally do, but still intimidating. I hope that you would no longer be rude to the lady from now on. Jihae was extremely calm for a person who had just been physically intimidated like that. Jisoo was the one shaking in agitation. Are they really both okay? I didn't get what they were saying, but I could see there were more history between them than I knew. If something happens like this happens once more, I won't just stand by anymore. Something like this. Why would Jihae protect me like that? And what are you going to do, huh? Jihae suddenly looked at me. Jihae? Jihae suddenly grabbed my wrist. Huh? Why? Huh? Jisoo gave Jihae a furious look. Jihae, what? Jihae suddenly grabbed my wrist and took me out of the kitchen. Why is he suddenly acting this way? I was taken aback by Jihae's suddenly changing attitude, but I had no choice but to follow him. Jisoo was way too scary right now. Jihae took me into my room and closed the door. Oh ho! I looked up at Jihae in surprise. Jihae's I can't speak. Jihae's concerned eyes met mine. Jihae? My lady. Yeah? For some reason, I was pretty nervous. I've never seen Jihae like this. I will never try to use you. Once again, I don't know what he's talking about. I cleared my throat and looked Jihae in the eye. What do you mean by that? But I won't stop you from making a choice either. I don't understand anything you're saying. My choice? Using me? What are you saying? Can't you explain it to me? I asked carefully, but Jihae just lowered his head. Guess he couldn't explain because of the contract. What was Jihae talking with Jihae about though? So you can't explain it to me. You really can't tell me anything. You should be careful of the black cat. Jihae spoke with a serious face. I know that now. Don't hate on Jisoo too much. I actually think Jisoo was kind of trying to help. But I want to hear an explanation about the contract, especially if it involves me. I apologize for causing you trouble, my lady. With that, Jihae opened the door and went out of the room. What was all that? I don't get it. What were Jisoo and Jihae fighting about exactly? I couldn't forget how angry Jisoo looked. The day's over, I should take... Oh yeah, okay. Skip time! I have to end the episode here, guys. Bye.
My bad behavior